Hi, I'm Ashton. In the video I put up last week, I mentioned that we were almost at 500 subscribers, and that was really cool. But before that video got actually published, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Oops. But also thank you a lot. That's really cool, and I appreciate all of you so much. So I mentioned in that video that for 1,000 subscribers, I was open to doing a sort of Q&A thing. So I put in the comments on that video when I published it, you could leave questions there, and some of you did, so I'm gonna answer them. Baby's first Q&A. That video was Chatty Bath Bomb Time. I'll put a link to it here if you want to watch that before you watch this one, but honestly they're not related at all, so you don't really need to. But the first question is from God, and they said, "Hi, God here, what binder do you use?" I use a GC2B half tank in the color nude, and I used to use white Underworks full tank binders, but those are really uncomfortable on my tummy, so I actually cut one in half and I use that one sometimes, but mainly I do use my GC2B ones as I'm larger chested and I find that they bind me better. Next question is from Jen R, and they asked who/which YouTuber or YouTubers do you look up to and enjoy to watch? Also love your vids while I don't find myself at that's kind, thank you. I love you, and I'm glad you enjoy them. Off the top of my head, I would have to say Quickened, Stef Sanjati, Riley J. Dennis, Miles Chronicles, Young Blossom, Kogu is a Unicorn, Boy in a Band, J. Noel, Conan Gray, Cat Black, Laura Lejeune, literally so many people. Like, I watch a lot of different people, so those are my, like, the things that pulled off the top of my head. Lost Goose said, "Can you recommend any mental health YouTubers?" And yes, I absolutely can. Erin, Aurora Murdoch, Becky J. Brown, Dodie Clark, kind of, Evan Edinger, Heartbeat, I Drank the Seawater, Laura Lejeune, Recovery Flower, and Not Just Blonde. And two friends that I also want to talk about, that also talk about mental health, Moana Elizabeth, who talks about being a girl with Asperger's / autism. She's awesome. Also someone that I literally subscribed to like yesterday, and I found their videos and I was like, this is one of my new favorite people, and that would be Addie LJ. They have talked about self-harm and other things, and they just started YouTube, but go watch them because I love them and they're cool. So yes, all of those people for YouTubers that also talk about mental health. Some of them talk exclusively about mental health, others, do normal videos mixed in with other mental health stuff, but all of those I'd recommend, and all of them will be linked in the description. Duh asked, what is your favorite Against Me song from Transgender Dysphoria Blues, and favorite one from another one of their albums? If you didn't know I love Against Me by now, you're late. I don't actually care, it's fine. I think my favorite off of Trans Dysphoria Blues would probably be Unconditional Love, but also True Trans Soul Rebel. Literally every song on that is so incredible. Also Fuck My Life 666 and Dead Friend and Block Me Out. I know that's a lot, but all of those are my favorite. And from one of their other albums, I really like Thrush, Unreal, and White People for Peace, as well as those Anarcho-Punks Are Mysterious. All really good music. That's a good question. You made me think. I hate you. Mystery Area? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I don't really want to say my age, but I am in late high school, and you can deduce from that what you will. What I would recommend for younger YouTubers, I kind of am a younger YouTuber, so that would be kind of weird, like giving advice to myself, but I'm still learning, right? But I would say only put out things that you are proud of. Try having a consistent schedule, but don't worry about it if you can't. Use tags appropriately. And Mystery Area also asked, how do I convince my parents to let me go on testosterone as a 16-year-old trans masculine non-binary person? They're desperate and they've started to research getting testosterone without a prescription, which is, as they said, extremely dangerous and illegal, so don't do that. I have a video on how I got on testosterone, and I'll link that here. I'm sorry there's so many of those in this video, I hate myself. So that video is what worked for me, but General advice, I would say get to a therapist if you don't have one, and a good therapist that knows about gender will help you convince your parents that you need testosterone or another form of HRT. Something that you are really going to want to look into is informed consent, which is what, at least in the United States, what they make us do before we start T. It goes through literally every single thing that can/might happen when you start testosterone, and they make you sign off of everything. So find a good doctor that will prescribe HRT, and find a good therapist that will help you convince your parents, because therapists, they'll know a lot about it, and they can definitely talk to your parents and be like, hey, so in my professional opinion, it sucks, but parents will listen to, professional opinionated therapists more than they'll listen to their own child. And I know that sucks. Best of luck. Really, I support you. Next, Dahlia asked for the Q&A, what is your experience at school? Do people use your correct pronouns / respect you? Do you think it's appropriate to correct teachers mid-class? Or do I wait until after school? School is okay, there are problematic people, but for me it's just not worth interacting with people that hate me for my gender. Like, whatever, go away. All of my teachers have been really good so far. My first year in high school, I was out. Something that I've always done is I email my teachers before school starts. I need to do that before school starts. Shit. I'll do that today. And I'm like, hey, just a heads up, I'm trans. My name on the thing is my birth name, and I would really prefer if you didn't call me that. Even though I do live in a conservative part of the world, my teachers have been okay, and I will call them out in middle class if they misgender me. That person asked if I would wait until after class to tell them, and no, if they somehow use a pronoun for me and they use the wrong one, I'll just be like, him, and then they correct myself, and it's fine. I've never really had any problems with it, other than, bullies, but, it happens, being trans in school, it's not going to be an easy ride. The next person asked my experience being trans at school, and also how people reacted when I came out of school. A lot less people reacted than you would think. So what I did, I came out at the very end of middle school, so I went into high school already being out like, hey, I'm a dude, presenting as a guy and everything. And most people didn't care. I met people through being trans, like, oh, hey, I'm also queer or whatever. I did lose a lot of friends, but, clearly they weren't very good friends in the first place if they're going to completely leave me just because I'm trans. I'd be happy to talk more about my experience being trans at school, but honestly, I don't know what else there really is to say. Jack Fix asked for Q&A, what camera do you use / editing software? I am not a professional, guys. I don't have a mic, and I know that's probably why my audio is so shitty, but I do have closed captions if you ever need to turn those on. I'll take a video of it right now and show you what I do. This is my desk. It's a mess. I prop my iPad up there facing towards me, and that records me. To edit, I use the iMovie program that came on my iPad. It's not that good, but it's decent. I also have another program that allows me to overlay pictures, because iMovie doesn't do that, which is really dumb. So for this video, when all the comments pop up on the screen, that's the other editor. Claire McKinley had a quite long comment, and I'm not going to read all of it because it would take a while, but I love you and thank you, and I've seen your comments a long ass time ago as well, and I love you. That is all. What is my stance on the pineapple on pizza debate? Eat whatever you want on pizza. I don't care. I used to eat pineapple on pizza, but I also had it with ham, and now I'm vegetarian, so I wouldn't just want cheese pizza with pineapple in it. I don't know. I personally don't like it. And what do I think are some positive things that have come out of me being trans? Has it made me more aware of other issues? Has it helped me become more engaged in activism? Definitely. I haven't talked about this, but I totally should, and you're right. Although being trans does have its hardships, it's definitely made me so much more aware of the things going on around me. And I wasn't too into politics until I realized, oh, politics fucking affect lives, it's not just economics, it's literal social justice and, civil rights that are being infringed upon, and that's the kind of politics I am hyper aware of. I really was never that much of an activist before I realized I was trans either. I would say that those are the most, the best things that have come out of being trans. That and being more confident since I've started transition, because I don't have to you know, force myself to present as a girl anymore. Since coming out, being myself has been a lot easier, and that's definitely been a plus side as well. And you would 100% send me a bath bomb, no doubt. Thank you, I appreciate that. If you haven't watched that video, I mentioned that I didn't have any more bath bombs, so there wouldn't be any more bath bomb videos. You can actually send me a bath bomb if you want to go read the description, but like, you don't have to, unless you super duper want to. I don't, it's fine. Don't want. Danny Boy asked, any advice for non-binary folks? I don't really know what you want me to say, right? There's so many things I could tell you. There's so many things I could give you advice on. And I would love to give you advice on anything I possibly could. But I think I would say the most important thing is there are going to be people in the world that invalidate your identity. There are going to be people that you meet, and if you ask for they, them pronouns, or if you tell them that you're not a guy, not a girl, there are going to be people that disrespect that. Those people aren't worth your time. There will be people that are like, I don't really understand that, but I respect it. And then there will be just complete assholes that call you special snowflake or whatever. And those people aren't worth your time. Do not waste your time on them. You are far more important, far more perfect. You are better than them, okay? Don't waste your time on them, arguing with them about something that they're not going to change their mind on. Associate yourself with people that do respect you for your non-binary self, and you are valid and worth it, and every positive thing that I could say about you, I will say about you. Angus Cursive asked if I have any advice for a trans guy with bad eczema. Dude, literally me, okay? I also have quite bad eczema. I inherited it from my mom. Thanks, mother. I think I've talked about it before in my videos on dermatillomania. Angus mentioned that he'll get like it on the binding places, and I totally do as well. Like, I get it here where binders end. I get it on my inner elbows and backs of my knees, just everywhere. It's awful. Stimming works for this person, but like to an extent. Honestly, I wish I had advice, because I have the exact same problem. I have a video on tips for dealing with dermatillomania in general. If you want to watch that, I'll link that here. I would say that you should probably follow, like, you know, all the guidelines of binding a lot more strictly. Like for me, I only really get eczema around the edges of the binder when I wear it for a long time or I sweat in it, so try to avoid that. And try and also find like a lotion / moisturizer that works, because while it may not like erase your eczema, it could help tone it down, make it a bit less itchy / painful. I really wish I could help you. I'm so sorry. This isn't a question, but it has a question mark in it. Wow, you're like super chill, and question mark? A blessing, 100 of. Thank you. I really appreciate comments like this, and I know that I can't like reply to all of them, and I wish I could, but I feel like it would be awkward saying thank you over and over again, so this is like an overarching thank you. I love all of you so much. Thank you for letting me do this and letting me express myself and talk to people. Just thanks. I love all of you. That's all the questions I got. If you want me to do another Q&A, I gladly will. I don't know if I should do that for like 3,000, 5,000, whatever happens, because I'm at 1.5 thousand now, which is like a lot, because when I started, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Basically what I'm trying to say is thank you. I love all of you, and if you want me to answer more questions, I will let you know when that may happen. Goodbye. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you later, maybe. Literally, all of this makes me so happy. I love you guys so much. I don't want to be cliche, but you're all perfect, okay? I love you. I'm giving you a giant internet hug right now. Bye.